Everybody, Will back, Will Shop Dayton, and it is a beautiful day in Dayton, and we're here to change a starter on a 2006 Buick Lacrosse, and it is the 3800 engine. Um, I would say the first thing you want to do before you change this out is check your fuse box, which is right over there, and go to fuse number 33, which hopefully y'all can see it on camera, but which is this 40 amp bottom fuse at the top of the fuse box. I checked those out. Ooh, flat tire. I checked those out, and everything is good. The other thing I'll also warn you about, just because I see it on here, is take a good look at the battery terminals, and the corrosion on there is absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna clean those and make sure those are all nice and good, and also gonna start by disconnecting the battery, and then I'm gonna raise the vehicle. So I'll come back when I'm disconnecting the battery and tell y'all the size that y'all need. All right, back. I'm gonna disconnect the negative terminal and the positive terminal. It's a 10 millimeter. Using a wrench, you could use a ratchet or whatever you like. It's kind of pretty easy. Should wiggle off the negative terminal. There you go. I said there's a lot of corrosion on there, as you see on that battery. So I'm also going to take the positive, which is also a 10 millimeter. Some people just remove one. I prefer to use both anytime remove both anytime I'm really working on an electrical system or a charging system, just to be on the safe side. I know there's absolutely nothing. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, a couple more turns. It's crazy. It kind of looks like it's. Oh, it's completely bent around. Let's see if I can get this off. Seems like someone bent it around the positive terminal. So, no, it's kind of like someone forced it on there. Instead of messing with it, I'm just gonna tighten it back up. I'll just tighten it back up and leave it alone. It's all right. And now I'm about to jack the vehicle up, get it on jack stands, the front end, and take off the splash shield. I'll take y'all down real quick so y'all can see before I jack it up. So you have the splash shield that I need to remove, and that's my jacking point there, and my jack stand points are gonna be right there on that frame running down. So jack here, jack frame there, and jack frame there on that one, parallel to the first jack frame or jack stand. And they're not Harbor Freight jack stands. So be right back. Let me get the vehicle lifted and get y'all set up. All right, back. I have the vehicle up, supported on jack stands on the spot that I said. I'm gonna give it a little push, a little shake real quick. It's good and secure. It's not going anywhere. The starter, you're gonna want to go down basically on the passenger side, middle, basically. So we're gonna go down and get you set up and get prepared to take the starter off. Be right back. Make sure when you're jacking up, make sure that you shake it, and if you're taking out the tires, put the tires up under the frame just in case. If you aren't working right in the middle, and you can leave the jack stand under there, which I can't because I'm basically in the middle, leave the jack stand under there for extra support. The more support, the better. Safety first. All right, be right back. Okay, back up under the car. Like I said, we have it supported with jack stands. I also have it supported with the jack now. And we're going to remove these bolts that hold on the starter bracket. So there's one here And there's 2 going into the oil pan here, 1 and 2 there. So we're going to remove that so we can get to the bolts to remove the bracket. And the starter is right there. So you have the case cover guard, whatever. And up there, if I can get it, we have the terminals that we have to remove. And we're all good. It's a little windy up under here. Let me remove these bolts. I'll let you know what size they are when I get back, and then we can start removing the starter. Okay, I'm back. Got that bracket off with the 3 bolts, which are 16 millimeter. And now, what you need to do is remove this bracket. Like I said, this case, and there's like a 10 right here, 10 or 8 right there. As you can see, this one had cracked while I was trying to take it off, so just went ahead and broke it the rest of the way. So, now you need to remove the starter. You can remove the lines and stuff, but I'm just going to do it once I have it pretty much loose. So it's a 15 millimeter, and you're going to need an extension. And just get up on there like that. And loosen that one. And the other one is right there on the opposite side. Let's see if I can get it right there. So let me loosen those 2, and then we're gonna go up and remove the terminals, which I believe looks like an 8 and maybe a 10-12. So be right back. Let me loosen this. All right, back. Got both of the bolts out. This is the front bolt, it's shorter. This is the back bolt where the cover was. This is longer. They're both 15 millimeters. I have the starter hanging, so you can see right there, so I can get to those terminals easier. I believe that's at 8 and maybe a 10. So I'm gonna get that loose. I'll let y'all know what the size is, and then I'm gonna bring the new starter down, hook up the connectors, put it back in, tighten it up, and we're pretty much there. All right, be right back. All right, back. We got the starter off. The smaller connection, the baby connection right there, is a 8 mil, and the larger connection is a 13 millimeter. Now let's compare our parts. It's a Wilson brand starter. I gotta give you the part number because you just probably got it from like O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Don't know the quality of their product, but let's see. Looks roughly the same size, same teeth pattern. Looks like it's a little different over there, but no good. It's a little bit different here, but it's kind of like the other way, but it's not a big deal. Terminals seem to be exactly the same where they need to be, and we're all good. So let me get it back up there, and first thing I'm going to do is connect the terminals, since I already have the terminals and things down, and tighten them up, and then I'm going to put it up and put the screws in it. All right, be right back. All right, back. I got the 2 bolts kind of started. So it's kind of still loose in there, and I'm up here tightening up the terminals. Tighten up the terminals up here by hand. It's at 8. It's a small 8 and a 15. So I'm just gonna tighten that up. Tighten them up by hand. And I'm gonna get a ratchet and tighten up the terminals real good up here. The terminals. And then I'm gonna tighten up the starter bolts itself. That bolt and that bolt up here. And we're pretty much done with the starter. Sorry I can't give y'all like very, very detailed today. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The starter. Because I'm up under the car, I couldn't mount my camera anywhere, so this is the best I can give you. I'm trying to keep y'all step by step with me. Hope y'all like the video, and let's get more ratchet. Small ratchet in here. And there's no need, don't over tighten these, by the way. It's super snug. Alright, that's good and snug. I'm gonna flip over to my 8, if I can find it while I'm still videoing. That's my 8. Let's put this on here and tighten up that last terminal. And all I gotta do is tighten up the starter bolts. And if you still had the splash shield, you would tighten up the splash shield. Sorry. Like I said, I don't want to over tighten them, but you definitely want them tight enough to keep a positive, good connection. Alright. Okay, so that's all good. Now I'm gonna swap to my 1/2 inch 16. And we're gonna tighten up the starter bolts here. And we'll tighten them up a little bit at a time just to make sure the starter goes in there even. Let me try to switch hands, get a better video. Okay, so we got too much. Alright, so I can't really get a good video of it. There you go. Let's get snug. Let's swap back. Forward to this one. Man, the sun is blinding. It's gonna be 81 today, so beautiful day in Dayton, like I said. Alright. And we're just gonna snug these up and then we'll tighten them all the way down. And that's pretty much it. I'll come back when I'm about ready to start it and show y'all that the job is well done. Peace. Alright, everybody, I'm back. I put that bracket on. Well, we have this terminal, just a little sandpaper, put a little corrosion fighter WD-40 around it. Use a wire press, use the terminal tools, use Coca-Cola, a little bit, we'll squirt around. And no more corrosion. So, these terminals, feel good, get a good connection. Alright, and we're going to disconnect, or we're going to reconnect both of these and see if she'll start. I believe I used this, and the size is a 10. Plus the WD-40 will help. These terminals, I'm also going to spray the positive, or the negative, or the positive. That's good tight. Don't want to over tighten, like I said. This is one that didn't want to come off, so just gonna tighten that back up. WD-40 helps out a lot. Yeah, let's see if we'll start. I like to take the moment out to just say thank everybody, all my subscribers, fans, commenters, anybody that learned anything from my videos. I honestly really appreciate y'all. Keep it up, keep the subscriptions up, keep the shares up. Now that everything is good, let's see if she will start. I guess keep your fingers crossed. 16. Car is down, everything is away from up under it. Watch out. I think it's gonna start. But she is started. I don't know how long it's been here, but she has started. Man, is she rough. Jesus. Yeah, that's a little rough. I think I hear a leak. What that was just now. But yeah, she is not too happy. Let's see if I can get kind of close up on that. See if I can get that shake. That shake, she definitely, look at the oil cap. There you go. Focus on the oil cap. That's the engine. But she is running. Not saying she's running. She's coming down a little bit. Man. Definitely sounds rough. That's what you call a job well done. It wasn't starting. Now it's starting. After getting it started, we can tell it's a little rough, but we did clean up the battery terminals for him, so he should have a better connection on the battery. And I'm gonna let him know that he has a little bit of an oil leak. And while I'm here, let's check that oil on camera just to see. It says he needs the oil change, so that doesn't need an oil change. That is way too much oil. Well, I did just start it, but that's still probably way too much oil on there. In there. Look at that. That's way too far up the stick. So I'm gonna tell him that he looks like it's too much oil in here, which should be taken care of with an oil change. Might be why it's running a little rough as well. So gonna let them know all of that, but the job is done, the starter is in, and she starts now. So I hope this video was helpful. If you like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment, chat, share it. I appreciate you all. Y'all have a blessed day. Today is going to be 81. It's a Saturday. Enjoy it. Peace.